Welcome to Plathville. What happened to Olivia Plath's brother Micah Meggs? During a recent Welcome to Plathville episode, Olivia Plath mentioned losing a younger brother, Micah Meggs. Olivia became a well-known reality TV star when she married Ethan Plath, the son of Barry and Kim Plath, in 2018. After joining the Plath family, Olivia clashed with Ethan's family about their fundamentalist Christian rules. This eventually led the young couple to leave the family house. Often, Olivia was painted as a villain within the Plath family, sometimes, quite unfairly. The feud between Olivia and her in-laws later sparked a falling out with Ethan's sister, Lydia Plath, her former best friend. Olivia grew up in a religious family that was similar to Ethan's. She also fell out with her relatives due to her decision to break certain rules. Olivia's choices meant that her parents, Don and Karen Meggs, wouldn't let her see her 8 siblings, Micah, Elijah, Joshua, Elise, Lydia, Sophia, Nathan, Carries, and Kristen Meggs. That's why Olivia rarely talked about them on the show. However, during a recent Welcome to Plathville Season 6 episode, Olivia mentioned losing her brother Micah. Micah Meggs passed away in an accident on Friday, May 5, 2023. Olivia announced on her Instagram stories that she would be taking a break from social media, writing, "Lost a younger brother last night to an unexpected accident, and I need some clarity and space for grieving," per the Daily Mail. The younger brother in question was Olivia's 15-year-old brother, Micah. Micah reportedly passed away in a road accident on Thursday, May 4, 2023. According to the Virginia State Police, Micah was riding his electric bicycle in the right southbound lane on US 220 when a Honda Accord struck his bike. According to the police, the incident happened shortly after 10 p.m., when the Honda Accord traveling south in the right lane of US 220 struck Micah. He sadly passed away at the scene. The Honda's driver wasn't hurt in the accident. Olivia's touching tribute to Micah on Friday, May 19, 2023, Olivia returned to Instagram from her social media hiatus to post an emotional tribute to Micah. Olivia shared a series of memorable family pictures with Micah, accompanied by a heartbreaking caption. It read, "I've rewritten this a few times because somehow I have no words, even though inside of me is a vortex of every emotion possible. You'll always be in my heart, Micah Titus." Olivia explained that she wasn't allowed to see Micah for several years because she chose a non-religious path. She wished she could have spent more time with him. Although Olivia couldn't stop thinking about all the memories they never got to make, she still fondly remembered their lives together. Olivia wrote about potty training Micah, teaching him how to read, and piggybacking him, promising to treasure those memories. Olivia also revealed that Micah dealt with a brachial plexus injury his entire life, which occurred during his birth. Olivia and her family then asked fans who wanted to reach out to donate to the Brachial Plexus Foundation at ubpn.org before noting that life isn't promised. Hug your loved ones a little tighter today. Funeral services held for Micah at Floral Chapel on Thursday, May 11, 2023, at 11:30 a.m. A celebration of life service for Micah was organized by the Floral Funeral Service and Cremation Center, Rocky Mount. In the obituary, family and friends described Micah as fun-loving with an intrepid determination that characterized his life. Micah was described as a teenager who loved outdoor activities like hunting, fishing, camping, and trapping. He became a skilled outdoorsman. Micah also loved displaying his trophies, making video tutorials to teach others how to enjoy outdoor life, and hanging out with his siblings and friends. The family also revealed that Micah was diagnosed with cerebral palsy caused by a brachial plexus injury during his birth. However, despite living with physical challenges, Micah never complained. He didn't allow himself to be limited by his condition. He always found ways to enjoy outdoor activities. Also, Micah became interested in helping people with brachial plexus injuries. He brought love and laughter into the family, and the 15-year-old will be missed. Welcome to Plathville star Olivia, who's moving on after divorce, has spoken about how she will always fondly remember Micah. Welcome to Plathville's Veronica Peters' behavior proves she has a secret. Veronica Peters, a name that has become synonymous with quiet mystery, subtle defiance, and unspoken tension on TLC's reality juggernaut, Welcome to Plathville. To the casual viewer, she may appear as the composed, soft-spoken wife of Ethan Plath, a man who grew up under the strict, fundamentalist rule of his parents, Kim and Barry Plath. But to those who watch with a more discerning eye, Veronica's behavior doesn't just hint at inner conflict, it screams of a secret. Not the kind whispered in confessionals or spilled in tearful interviews, but something deeper, more guarded, more deliberate. Something she's holding on to with white-knuckled resolve. It's not that Veronica is overtly deceptive. She doesn't lie outright, nor does she fabricate stories. But her silence is strategic. Her smiles are measured. Often delayed, often vague, feel rehearsed, as if she's carefully choosing not just her words, but the emotional weight behind them. She moves through scenes like a ghost, present, but never fully there. Observant, but rarely participatory. In group conversations, she'll nod along, offer a polite laugh, or retreat into her phone. It's not rudeness, it's preservation. She's conserving something. Protecting something. And that something is almost certainly a secret. Consider how she interacts with the Plath family matriarch, Kim. Where other daughters-in-law might push back, argue, or even break down under Kim's domineering presence, Veronica remains eerily calm. Too calm. There's no visible resentment, no passive-aggressive jabs, no eye rolls caught on camera. She simply endures. And endurance like that doesn't come from apathy, it comes from calculation. It suggests she's playing a long game. That she knows something the others don't. Or perhaps that she's waiting for the right moment to reveal something that will change everything. Even in her marriage to Ethan, Veronica's behavior is layered with unspoken meaning. Ethan is emotional, expressive, often volatile, a man who wears his heart on his sleeve and isn't afraid to confront his parents or air his grievances on camera. Veronica, by contrast, is his counterbalance, steady, contained, almost unnervingly so. She supports him, yes, but never fully joins him in his outbursts. She comforts him, but rarely initiates confrontation. It's as if she's holding back not out of fear, but out of strategy. As if revealing too much of herself, or aligning too closely with his rebellion, would jeopardize something she's quietly safeguarding. There are moments fleeting, but telling where Veronica's mask slips. A glance held a second too long. A sigh that carries more exhaustion than she lets on. A pause before answering a direct question, during which her eyes dart away, as if scanning for eavesdroppers. These micro-expressions are the breadcrumbs. They suggest a mind constantly working, constantly assessing, constantly guarding. Reality TV thrives on drama, on confession, on emotional outpouring, and yet Veronica refuses to give it. Not because she's boring, but because she's protecting something too important to expose. What could that secret be? Speculation abounds. Some fans believe she's hiding financial independence, perhaps a side hustle, an inheritance, or investments she's kept separate from Ethan and the Plath family empire. Others suspect emotional infidelity, not necessarily romantic, but an emotional detachment she hasn't admitted to Ethan or the cameras. Could she be quietly planning an exit? Building a life beyond the Plath compound while maintaining the appearance of loyalty? Or is it something darker, a past she's never disclosed, a trauma she's buried, a truth about her family, her beliefs, or even her marriage that would shatter the fragile peace she's worked so hard to maintain? Her relationship with social media adds another layer of intrigue. While other Plath family members post frequently curated family photos, inspirational quotes, behind-the-scenes glimpses, Veronica's presence is sparse, cryptic, and often devoid of personal commentary. When she does post, it's carefully framed, a beautiful landscape, a neutral quote, a photo where her expression is unreadable. No captions revealing her inner thoughts. No vulnerable admissions. No calls for support or validation. It's as if she's using social media not to connect, but to control the narrative, to give just enough to satisfy public curiosity without ever revealing the real her. Even her fashion choices speak volumes. While Micah's wife, Olivia, experiments with color, crop tops, and bold accessories signaling her break from the Plath mold, Veronica sticks to muted tones, modest cuts, and understated elegance. It's not that she's adhering to Kim's rules, she's far too independent for that. Rather, she's crafting an image of neutrality, of non-threat. She dresses not to provoke, but to disappear, to move through the Plath world without drawing too much attention to herself. Because attention, in her world, equals vulnerability. And vulnerability is dangerous. Perhaps the most compelling evidence of Veronica's secret lies in what she doesn't do. She doesn't engage in petty drama. She doesn't seek the spotlight. She doesn't volunteer personal stories unless prompted, and even then, she gives the bare minimum. In a genre built on oversharing, Veronica's restraint is radical. It's also deeply suspicious. People don't hold back this much unless they're hiding something that could cost them dearly if exposed. And let's not forget the way she watches. Veronica is a watcher. She observes interactions between Ethan and his siblings, between Kim and Barry, between the production crew and the cast. She notices shifts in tone, changes in body language, unspoken alliances. She files it all away. Why? Because knowledge is power, and if you're sitting on a secret, you need all the power you can get. Is her secret something scandalous? Maybe. Is it something tragic? Possibly. Or is it something quietly revolutionary, like the fact that she's known all along that the Plath family's empire is built on control, not faith, and she's been quietly dismantling it from within by refusing to play their game? By choosing silence over spectacle? By loving Ethan without becoming entangled in his family's chaos? Whatever it is, Veronica Peters is not a woman to be underestimated. Her quietness is not weakness, it's armor. Her stillness is not passivity, it's precision. And her secrecy is not deception, it's survival. The truth is, in a family where everyone is screaming to be heard, the person who says the least often knows the most. And Veronica, she knows something. She's known it for a while. And she's waiting patiently, brilliantly, dangerously for the perfect moment to let it out. Until then, we watch. We wonder. We wait. Because secrets this well kept don't stay hidden forever. And when Veronica Peters finally speaks her truth, the Plath world won't be ready. 6 burning questions we desperately need answered on Welcome to Plathville Season 7. It's been almost a year since the Plath family from Welcome to Plathville have been on TV, but with a new season about to premiere, there are some major questions that need to be addressed. The Plaths might not have been on TV over the past year, but they've managed to remain in headlines, especially because of the shocking things that reportedly took place at Lydia Plath's wedding to Zach Wise in February 2025. Parents Barry Plath and Kim Plath are back for Welcome to Plathville Season 7, and joining them are kids Ethan Plath, Micah Plath, Mariah Plath, Isaac Plath, and Lydia, plus younger kids Amber Plath, Cassia Plath, and Mercy Plath. The Plath family went from a wholesome, sheltered family raising their kids on a farm on Welcome to Plathville Season 1 to what they are today, a large family who've splintered off in different directions and faced serious real-world challenges, but still cling to each other as only family can. Are Ethan Plath and new girlfriend Tegan together? Eldest son Ethan's marriage to Olivia Plath was a central focus of early seasons of Welcome to Plathville. Ethan struggled to balance remaining loyal to his family while his new bride felt she wasn't being prioritized. Olivia couldn't find her place in the family, and Ethan's mom, Kim, felt like Olivia was a bad influence on her younger children because of her more progressive beliefs. Ethan's marriage caused a breakdown in communication with his family, as he tried to prove to Olivia that he was dedicated to their relationship. When Ethan realized his marriage was irrevocably broken, he announced his split from Olivia. After his divorce, Ethan started dating a new woman, Tegan Nichols. In the trailer for Welcome to Plathville Season 7, Ethan beams when discussing Tegan. Is Olivia Plath returning? After splitting with Ethan, Olivia has been vocal about some of the negative experiences she went through as a member of the Plath family, so it's safe to say she isn't on good terms with anyone. Olivia has made some serious claims against Ethan, alleging verbal and emotional abuse throughout their marriage, and sharing audio recordings what are allegedly Ethan angrily blaming Olivia's radical views for the demise of their marriage. Still, Olivia will be appearing on Welcome to Plathville Season 7, although not as a regular cast member. In the trailer for the new season, Micah's girlfriend, Veronica, video chats with Olivia, and in another scene, Olivia and Ethan sit down face-to-face for another showdown. Are Kim Plath and Barry Plath divorced? One of the most shocking changes in the Plath family unit came when parents Barry and Kim announced their separation in 2022. The announcement blindsided fans, who weren't privy to some of the issues in their marriage. Barry and Kim's separation was handled delicately on Welcome to Plathville, and the children adjusted to their new normal of having two households and parents who lived separately. People reported that Kim filed for divorce from Barry in July 2024, but according to teasers for the upcoming season, Barry is stalling on finalizing the divorce, which Kim wants to handle so she can move on with her life. What is the status of Lydia Plath's tricky relationship? As the eldest daughter featured on Welcome to Plathville, soulful Mariah has been a main focus of the series. The singer struggled with breaking out of the constraints of her religious upbringing at first, and rebelled by drastically changing her appearance and taking steps back from the family to discover herself. The family has had a front row seat to Mariah's dating life, with her traumatic breakup with first serious boyfriend Max Kohlschmidt playing out on Welcome to Plathville Season 4. During the last season of the show, Mariah hid her relationship with Florida musician Matthew Craven from her concerned family. Mariah had broken up with Matthew after discovering he was dishonest with her, and her decision to take him back divided the family. Is Micah Plath single? On Welcome to Plathville Season 6, viewers were introduced to Micah's mysterious new girlfriend, who refused to appear on camera for much of the season. Micah and his girlfriend, later revealed to be Florida realtor Veronica Peters, lived together in Florida, away from the rest of the Plath brood. Sadly, Micah and Veronica have reportedly split, and the rumor is that after the events that transpired after Lydia's wedding, Veronica broke up with Micah. Veronica's been very vocal online since breaking up with Micah. She's been spilling the Plath's tea, and she even revealed that Micah's injuries after his fight with his brother were so severe, it required medical care. What really happened at Lydia Plath's wedding with Micah and Isaac Plath? Ever since Lydia married Zach in her dream wedding, rumors swirled that something dark had gone down at her wedding, after the cameras had already wrapped for the day. Lydia's wedding will be included on Welcome to Plathville Season 7, but whether they'll address the allegations that Micah and Isaac had a drunken fight that resulted in Micah's nose being broken remains to be seen. According to various reports, Micah and Isaac got into a serious altercation after Lydia's wedding. According to Starcasm, when asked in a comment whether Isaac broke Micah's nose, Welcome to Plathville Micah's former girlfriend Veronica replied, he drunkenly rearranged his face. He nearly killed him. His nose was ripped off as well as the leather jacket he wore.